Hey, welcome to the Big Promo Cast. This show highlights brands that use custom merch for marketing and promotions. We do this to give our audience a little bit, some ideas that they can use in their own campaigns. We do this live here on YouTube every Thursday at noon Eastern, and then we put the audio everywhere. So we'd love it if you'd leave a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. I don't have a co-host today, as you could probably tell, so I'm doing this by myself. So I've got 4 things to talk about. There's a new collab with Lay's potato chips. It's kind of interesting. There's a trademark dispute with a fake company. It's kind of funny. McDonald's is doing a new thing next week with their old standby McRib. And the latest album drop and the merch that went with it. And I'm going to kick it off now.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
Actually, it's just Rich. Amber's out today. First thing I have is Balenciaga is a big fashion brand, and they have teamed up with Lay's potato chips to come up with these. They're calling them clutches or purses or whatever. It's a leather printed. It's leather printed with the Lay's package, and it's even got a silver lining inside, like a real bag of potato chips. Thing's $1,800, man. I mean, it looks good, but it's $1,800 for something that looks like a bag of potato chips. I mean, it's cool, but is it cool? Is it worth $1,800? You got to be a pretty big fan. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not a fashion guy. I'm not in the demographic, so I don't appreciate that kind of stuff. You know, what are you going to do? The next thing I have is our old buddies at McDonald's are they're bringing back the McRib, and they're calling it the Farewell Tour. But they're not really. It's Farewell Tour in quotes. So are they going to not have the McRib anymore? Or are they going to have it anymore? We don't know. But it's coming back Monday, the 31st, Halloween. They're also dropping some merch. So if you go to this Golden Arches merch on November 4th, they're going to have some McRib specific nostalgic merch. Don't know exactly what it's going to be, but on November 4th, we will revisit this and see what's going on. That's it for that one. Our buddies at NBC Universal are suing a guy who is they call him a squatter, a trademark squatter, because he has trademarked the brand Dunder Mifflin. If you go through this article, there's a lot of people have trademarked Dunder Mifflin all over the world, Spain, Brazil, all over the place. It's very interesting. But anyway, there's a guy in Delaware that has trademarked a bunch of random stuff, like the name of the ship in the Alien movie, different things like that. So he trademarked his thing in 2017. NBC went to trademark in 2020, and they couldn't do it because of this. So now they're in a big trademark dispute. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. But trademark your stuff if you're going to trademark. Here's the latest thing, which is really cool. Well, this is going to be a short one because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I don't have any discussion. There's no back and forth. I don't like doing this by myself. I need a co-host. Taylor Swift released her Midnights record, which is by itself pretty cool because she's doing her own thing and she's awesome. But she's got some merch to go along with it that I thought was really fun. The album, there's 4 versions of the album. They're all the same album, but they're different looks, different colors. So she's got coasters that are all 4 colors. But the one thing she has to encourage purchase of all 4 albums are these clocks. Go down here to the clock. You got to buy 4 records to make up this clock. And it's a little kit, so you put it together and you hang it on the wall. So you get all your little hangers, 4 different hangers. You get the guts for the clock. And then it all comes in this fancy box. There's one for the vinyl, and there's one for CDs. So I thought that's kind of a slick way to do it. Here's the one for CDs, $40. It's just $40 for the kit, and you get the clock guts, and you get the little hangers, and then you put it all together on the wall, on your own wall. Pretty neat way to sell 4 versions of the same thing. I guess you play one and you put the others away. I don't have anything to add to that except it's a good way to market stuff. Just put out versions, collectible versions of it. Short and sweet. That's it for this one. It's going to be a short podcast. Yikes. I do have a shout out though. I want to shout out to my buddies at in the Creators Pod. We had a fun time last night, and I was looking at the footage this morning, and it was really, really interesting how, I don't know, I'm just glad to be a part of it. We're doing a new podcast. We're about 5 or 6 episodes in, I think. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. So I guess we're officially launched We have a YouTube channel. We have social channels and all that stuff. So anyway, there's some pretty fun, interesting insights there about being a creator and trying to run your business and do all that stuff. So shout out to all you guys. Well, I'm going to end this. Everybody have a great day. Bye.